Hello, we are Sornia. We are here as always to offer guidance and hopefully give you insight. Hopefully, you also feel the great amount of love and respect we have for you in the journey that you are on. You are us, we are you, we are all united. There is no separation. We want to talk a little bit today about oneness, how you understand your unique relationship to the universe, to spirit, to all that is, and your unique relationship to the realm in which you are currently focusing the majority of your awareness, your consciousness, although you have your awareness in other dimensions. So let us begin with that focus. If we have time, we will talk a little bit about the creative process. If not today, then in our next session. So, oneness, you hear this. Those of you following the spiritual realms and have used this terminology, oneness. What does it mean, oneness? We can explain it with words, but words are very limiting in understanding oneness, understanding your unique relationship to oneness and to your journey here. So we encourage you to understand you. And that you that resides in the reality that you call Earth has a uniqueness that is meant to be expressed within that reality. It is meant to be discovered by you in that reality that you call Earth, where you have the majority, as we said earlier, the majority of your focus, of your consciousness is in this reality of Earth at this time. However, you are multidimensional beings. You have a soul that resides in other dimensions that are very close to Earth and are part of the solar system, let's say, that you are familiar with. But you have parts of your soul that stay connected to oneness at all times. And that brings us back to the importance of you understanding that not with your mind. For those who are analytical, sometimes this is a struggle, but we really want you to know what it means to experience oneness with your whole being. That is done through the heart center, through that point in your body that we spoke of in other sessions, the thymus point, the point where Christ consciousness comes through, the point where your heart is more open, where compassion and love reside primarily. Not that they don't have residence in other locations, but it's the focus of unconditional love, and your connection to oneness is best understood through the heart. So, what does that mean? Connection to oneness. What does it mean you are part of this oneness? Well, we can give you a little bit with words, but you have to go in and experience it. And that is done through meditation, or it's done through certain practices. So we offer that to you in order that you understand this, because your journey is very much not a singular journey, but it is a journey that is important for all, for everything. When you understand your connection to all that is, you gain new insight. You elevate your consciousness. You become a more enlightened being, if you will. But the purpose should not be that. The purpose should be one of understanding. It should be one of having the experience for you to understand, as we said earlier, your unique relationship to this journey you are on planet Earth. So how do you do that? You may be asking, well, I know what oneness means, or maybe do I know what oneness means? Many questions may be going through your mind, and that's good. Questions are what we receive the vibration of that we can then respond to you. So oneness is really in every core of your being. You are it. It is you. Oneness is from which you came and from which you are still connected, and everything else in your earthly experience. We are only speaking of Earth because, as said earlier, you are multidimensional beings and you have your awareness focused in other dimensions, which are also connected to oneness. But for the sake of this experience that you are having here on Earth, it is important for you to understand it from that perspective as a human being residing in this current reality that is going through a great amount of transition. As you become more familiar and more comfortable with who you are as a physical form and those non-physical forms, as you begin to learn to understand what they are for you, you begin your journey to oneness or understanding oneness. You are always connected to oneness. So all the creatures on your planet are connected to that same oneness. Mother Earth is connected to that same oneness. In order for you to feel that, you must engage with that energy. It is all around you. It is there. It is in the energy of life. Yes, life has an energy, separate from oneness, but connected to oneness. So you see, meditation is very important. Many of you struggle with meditation, and that is why we came forth with this today, in order to help you at this moment. For many of you know that there is something more and that you are changing and you feel it within you. And this information should help you in balancing the effects of the changes that are occurring within you. Oneness is everything. It's energy, essentially. And that oneness is a creative force. You have that through your entire being, that creative force. It is what allowed for you to come into this physical expression on Earth, but it brought you also in to an expression as a soul. It is a creative force. And this is where we want to just speak a little bit about creation and manifestation. We will go into this with more detail at another time. For you to understand fully what you are able to understand at this time, given your evolution, for you to understand fully oneness and the creative impulse that is a frequency and a vibration within that energy of oneness, we have said you must meditate. You must go within. You must seek out that connection through the heart center. So finding that way that you can do it. Take a walk in the woods. Take a walk by the river. stand next to a tree, lay down in the grass. Connecting through nature is the most reliable and expedient way in which you can feel this oneness. But let's say you live in a structure, there are no trees. That doesn't stop you from having the possibility of experiencing oneness. For it is a state of being that you can achieve through that quiet time, focusing on the heart center and allowing oneness to show you what it has to show you through feelings, through images, through a knowing. It will use your intuitive mind and the intuitive impulse within you, the intuitive body, to bring forth those messages, that information. You just allow. When you have achieved a sense for yourself of what oneness is, you will then begin to feel the creative process and how that translates into this earthly realm that you are residing in the form of manifestation. As said earlier, we will discuss manifestation in more detail. But at this time, the first step for you to understand what you are able to understand about manifestation begins with you understanding with your whole being what oneness is and the creative force that is a vibration and frequency within that force that is called oneness. We encourage you to follow some of the advice we gave here. Some of you may already understand this, but take it deeper. Help others to understand so that the next time that we meet and we share our understanding, we can take you into a deeper understanding of the creative impulse on earth and how to manifest. For that there's much detail there. But we want to share that with you so that you understand some of these universal laws, such as law of attraction, that is so popular at this time, and its significance for you. This is all that we want to share today in preparation. Again, it's up to you what you do. We don't judge, we only offer. We want you to know that whatever you do is perfect, just the way it is. We encourage you always to not judge your experience, but to see it as an experience, to look at it with curiosity, so that you can be shown the significance of your journey on earth, and maybe more. All that you have on earth is experience. It is why you chose earth as a realm for growth, because you understood that experience would teach you what it was that your soul was eager to learn. So allow the experience to happen. Be curious. Be kind to yourselves. And do not judge what you have before you as being bad or good, but just as an experience. This is all for now. As always, we love and respect you and the journey you are on. We are here for you. We tried to answer your questions, and we hope that we are able, through this experience, to give you inspiration and hope and encourage you to go out into your world in whatever way you feel is important and express yourself with love and compassion for all, including yourself. That is all. We are Sornia. Goodbye.